Greetings, Tetris citizens. We're back with more classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters for January 2026. And we have got 3 matches for you right now. It's pretty exciting, right? 3 DAS Masters matches after all that excitement earlier today with Masters. What a day. Green bracket is where we're going to start. It's going to be this round 2 match, green bracket, Peak versus Sharky. Sharky defeated Somalian to make it here to round 2. And the winner of this match will take on number 2 seed Bendy. And then we're going to travel over to the orange bracket in the top 16. And it's going to be Pixel Andy versus Cobra. So, yeah, those are the 3 matches. Sharky versus Peak, winner versus Bendy, and then Pixel Andy versus Cobra. Just to give you a sense of some of the history that's been made this month, Pixel Andy with the DAS qualifying world record, an average of 1.21 million. And Bendy not far behind him, 2 players with 1.2 averages. That's not just one game. That's the average of 2 games played in 1 hour. So DAS is nuts. Honestly, it will not surprise me if by the end of the year we've got like the top 8 all like basically within 1 of a 1.2. Like it would not surprise me at all. People are getting way too good. Excuse me. Let's take a look at our rules. Players, remember that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players play an emulator or console as long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller as long as no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronic, mechanical, or even biological. No biological turbo. So, the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match because these are best of 5. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets. They will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. Players, listen to me now. Make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on. And remember that this is a DAS tournament, so do heed the spirit of DAS. This is a press and hold tournament, not a sneaky slow tapping or even hyper tapping or any other kind of tournament. This is the press and hold play style. You can add a quick tap at the end of a DAS movement. That is fine. 2 and 3 taps in the middle of the board. Pretty lenient about those. Those 4 and 5 taps. It's better to lock those down, okay? Do not pause unless commentator tells you. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Don't top out. Don't pause. Don't do anything else. Just keep playing. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool. It stands right now at $204.99. $204.99 is where we are. We could use some help in this DAS Masters prize pool. Looking to get to $1,000 so we can pay our top 8 instead of just our top 4. Prize pools come 100% from you, the viewers and fans. So please consider helping out the players. Use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. It'll bring up some links. One says DAS or DM. That is the one. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner, you should see a login button. Click on that to log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account to log in. Once you're in, look on the right side of the screen for a button that says contribute. It's colored like mustard. It's delicious. Click on it and then choose your amount and your method of payment, and then you're doing it. So any amount is good. $1, $5, $25, $100, or even $795.01. Those are all permissible amounts, or anything in between. Excuse me. And if you want to support the channel, there are ways you can do that. One way is to go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, make an ongoing pledge of support. Keeps the channel going, just like Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Middlesburger, Corporal Shao, B, Owen, Mr. Brain, and Nate, and Junior, and Troy Dan, and Kim M, and Cat Kid, and Javin T, and Jason, and Sunny, and everybody else on this slide. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to find other ways to support us, you can find them you can find them by using the support command if you're watching live. They might be in the description if you're watching YouTube VOD. And if you want to make a recurring pledge without using PayPal, you can use Streamlabs or PayPal link. Also, some ways you can make a one-time contribution. And if you're on YouTube watching live, you've got super chats and stickers. You can join the channel as a member. Click the join button underneath the video player. You can also gift a membership. You can give multiple memberships. Over on Twitch, you can contribute bits. You can become a subscriber to the channel. You can gift a subscription to the channel. You can give multiple subscriptions to the channel. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get an Amazon Prime Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice anywhere on Twitch once a month. But you cannot save or stack these. They are use it or lose it. Don't lose them. Use them on us. Okay, good. Yes. World record time getting through that. We got Tetris to play, man. Not messing around. Let me mess with Sharky stencil just a tiny bit. It's not bad, but just need to scooch it over a little bit. Let me count the pixels until it looks good. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where is this? ME16 is still going. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's pretty good. Dr. Mario Championship, thanks for the raid. A party of 45. You are watching CTM DAS Masters Classic Tetris Monthlies, mostly monthly DAS tournament. Been running since July of 2024. We're playing at Classic Tetris the old school way, using the playstyle that predominated in Classic Tetris competitions all the way back to 2010, before the hyper tapping and rolling revolutions. Players are playing that press and hold play style, and we run these a lot, and it's a lot of fun, and hopefully you will enjoy it as a Dr. Mario fan. I don't think tapping and rolling have taken over Dr. Mario yet. Okay, players, I am going to go ahead and give you some pieces. You can warm up for another minute or two if you want to, but here they come. BE9611. We are going to run a either 60 or 90 second ad break after game number 2. So if you do need a break, water break, or doing something in the apartment break, that is a good time to do it. Let me futz with these cameras a little bit more. Get our players situated. Why are there so many unlocked sources on this left side? Come on. Who was using this computer before me? That's not right. There we go. It's like common courtesy, people, is lock all the sources when you're done. My God. Can't believe it. Ramsey Fox says, I tap from time to time. Interesting. Oh my goodness. I feel like Dr. Mario would not be a game where tapping or rolling would be a massive advantage, although in certain situations it might be. But I feel like the built-in DAS is pretty quick. What is the inbuilt DAS? Like how many hertz is the inbuilt DAS? Whoops. You have to quick tap sometimes. Oh, what's up, Atalito? How's it going? I remember you used to play back in CTM way back in the day. It's the same DAS speed. We have a smaller board. Got it. Okay, BE9611. Both players are on seed. Both players have signaled ready, so let's get them started. Peak versus Sharky in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Just above the players' names, you will see their directional inputs, left and right, their rotational inputs in the red circles, and you'll also see a number that says hertz. That is the number of taps per minute of their most recent time that they have tapped pieces more than, I guess, twice, right? Beep, beep. So if it says 8.01, it doesn't mean that he is averaging 8 hertz of tapping. It doesn't mean that he's tapping every piece at 8 hertz. It means that that is the last one that was registered, and he's been DASing ever since. Atalito completely dominates Dr. Mario? Oh, wow. Crazy. Didn't know that. Anyway, on the left side of your screen, it is Peak, seed number 15 from the United States of America. I repeat, Peak is from the United States of America. So Peak has got a PB with DAS of 1.2 million. That's right. As far as I'm concerned, Peak from the USA. Peak has been in the Tetris community for a long time. You might know him from Classic Tetris League, where he runs a YouTube channel and is a prolific streamer over with Classic Tetris League. You've seen him play in what? What have you seen him play in? The Classic Tetris World Championship in the gold bracket, the championship bracket in 2021. Also played in the silver bracket in 2020 and 2022. He was top 4 in the silver bracket in 22. Went out against the eventual winner of that, Asian. You also saw him play in the CT DAS tournaments, the iconic DAS tournaments run by Scamper in 21 through 23 or 24, something like that. And came in second in the CT DAS Real Tournament in 2023. Leo was the winner of that. We've also seen him play a bunch in Challengers and a bunch in DAS Masters. He's finished as high as the top 4 in DAS Masters. Did that the second month ever of the tournament. Went out to Tristop, who went on to the finals. Yeah, sometimes you forget Tristop was in the first finals of DAS Masters. It's also a 4-time Mega Masters. That's our annual championship. He's played in it every single year, even in the year when it was only 32 players. Also played in Mega Dasters in 2025, and you've seen him at Space City Regional and other regionals as well. That is Peak. 285 now, 308 for Peak, 267 for Sharky, seed number 18 from the United States of America. He's got a DAS PB of 1.25 million. I'm expecting any day now to see 1.3 from Sharky. He was ranked number 13 in the most recent DAS Premier poll, which is a ranking of Tetris players voted on by a whole cadre of Tetris luminaries like broadcasters and journalists and tournament organizers and the like. You can find the full rankings of Tetris players for both DAS and open competition over at premierpoll.com. Premier has an E at the end. You can find the link using the PP command in chat. So Sharky with that, getting that piece over to the left to fix a misdrop. Crucial. That could have been wraps in game 1, but no, Sharky will survive. And now just waiting on a long bar down the right side. You know Sharky as the voice of the Classic Tetris World Championship. For some reason, I don't have the, I don't know why the cowboy hats are not on Sharky's side, but Sharky is the winner, the 3-time winner of our in-person DAS Championship, the Lone Star DAS Championship. He won it in 22, 23, and 25. Every time we've ever held it, Sharky was the winner of that. And I was trying to follow up on that success by taking a DAS Masters for the first time. You've also seen Sharky not only broadcasting CTWC, but playing in CTWC, which he made the championship gold bracket in 2019, 2020, 22, and 23 as a DAS player, which is not easy to do. Also played in the Jonas Cup in 24 and 25. His team was the runner-up in the Jonas Cup Mind Meld tournament. He was teamed up with Sharky against Dog and Andy in the finals of that one. He played in a lot of those CT DAS tournaments back in the day as well. He took 3rd in the CT DAS Real Tournament, the original one in 2022. He's also a winner of the Challenger circuit back in October of 2019. And I think that was maybe the second time we ever ran the Challenger circuit. He defeated Eris in the finals 3-2. Nobody will forget where they were when that happened. 570 for Peak now. He's on 19. 494 for Sharky. He's going to get a Tetris 519. So, yeah, we start on level 18. There's 130 lines of that level, and then level 19 kicks in. The speed increases by 50%. And then level 29 will kick in at 230 lines, and that basically doubles the speed. Players will not really be able to survive that speed for very long, if at all, effectively killing their games. At level 29, that was for a long time known as the kill screen in NES Tetris, but the hyper tapping and especially the rolling revolution laid waste to that. So now it is just another transition, but in DAS it still is the kill screen. 687 for Peak, 656 for Sharky. The S spin for Sharky, but that Z piece couldn't flick that one out of the way. So now Sharky needs, yeah, he's not going to get it over. That is going to be a top out for Sharky. And Peak was already ahead, so Peak is going to take game number 1. Is the PP command a new innuendo? In your endo, okay? Is it new innuendo? I don't know. I mean, that is, I didn't make that command. That was made by Pumpy Heart. The name of the poll is the premier poll, and the initials of that is PP. So I don't know if there's innuendo. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to be honest, but it's the name of the command. I didn't make it. Tetris says online facts. Peak is 1-0 over Sharky in tag team racing. I don't know what tag team racing are, but what is tag team racing? What is tag team racing? Is it like people racing? Like, what does that mean? All right, the pieces are here. 835524. You can take a moment if you need it, players. Nobody's pinning seats. That's, you know, whatever. Guys, company is here. Don't make me complain in front of company, okay? Don't embarrass me in front of company. We got the whole Dr. Mario community here right now. They certainly didn't just leave. They all stayed to watch, right? Guys, if you're still in here from the Dr. Mario raid, just wave hello or say hello or just chat. Or you can just say pills or something. I just want to know if you stayed. Curious. You're still here? All right. Dave Smith is still here. Good. 835-524. Both players are on seat. As soon as Sharky signals, we can start. Pills. Tetris, you came over in the raid? What? Packy is here. What's up, Packy? Former champion. And a CTWC player as well. Okay. Game number 2. Peak up 1-0. Let's go. 3-1. Tetris. They're pill maxing. Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here from Dr. Mario. I like Dr. Mario. And, you know, if I had already maxed out in Tetris, I'd probably play a lot more Dr. Mario. But I really do like Dr. Mario a lot. We have held this event now, let's see, 8. We've held monthly events for DAS Masters now 10 times, and we held an annual giant championship as well in our DAS Masters series. Andy, let's see, well, Giovanni has won it once. Dog playing Tetris, like, yeah, that dog from, you know, Tetris, won it twice. And Pixel Andy won it 8 times. 8 times. $71,000 for Sharky, $71,000 for Peak here in game number 2. Tetris says, my great-grandma apparently played a metric ton of Dr. Mario and allegedly was real good at it. It does seem like that is like a demographic for Dr. Mario. Like, it just seems like it's got more wide appeal. across generations. I'm not sure why. That's not the first time I've heard something like that. Dogs run blogs and play Tetris. Dogs running blogs? The original, yeah. Dr. Mario is the original Candy Crush. Dr. Mario Championship needs more young people? I agree. Every subculture and every like interest, the big thing that they want is we need more young people. Like that is everything. Like if you're a stamp collector, open any stamp collecting magazine and there's probably an article in there, how to attract more young people to stamp collecting, and online forums saying how do we get more young people, and I'm trying to get my grandson to you know what I mean. Like that's every subculture. I'm a ham radio operator, that's always a perennial thing. How do we get more young people? Classical music is always how do we get more young people? Meanwhile, it's the old people that have all the money. So we need more old people, actually. We need more people in their prime earning years is what we need. That's what we need. 234 for Peak, 287 for Sharky. Ham radio is a hobby that requires a stable income? Not at all. Not at all. If you find a local ham radio club in your area and you are certainly a young person, almost any ham radio club of any consequence has like equipment on loan that they will give to a young person, like, and let them on indefinite loan. I've never known that to be the case. Not the case. I've never known that not to be the case. Like, so it definitely does not. If you're a young person interested in that, you do not need an income. Just find your local ham club, and they will bend over backwards to get you equipment. Oh, nice T kind of spin tuck there for Sharky. 403 for Sharky. 310 for Peak. I've been a part of multiple ham radio clubs, and it's always been the case. And you can get, a backpack, a small, you can get a radio for, a few $100s. Like, you can think, oh, a few $100s, nobody has that. But most people have a hobby, you're going to be investing probably a few $100s into any hobby that you're into, right? Like even NES Tetris, you're buying a console, you're buying a cartridge, you're buying controllers, you're buying replacement pads, you're flying out to places, like buying a CRT, you're going to spend a couple $100s, right? So most hobbies, you're going to require a couple $100s to get into. $427 for Peak, 501 for Sharky. Sharky 7 lines back and ahead by 70,000 points. It's about 3 Tetrises. Tetris is on 18 worth 22,800. And once we hit 19, they'll start going up in value by 1,200 every level increase. So by when we hit 19, they'll be worth 24,000. Yeah, most hobbies you're gonna have some kind of, and of course some hobbies are just shopping, right? Like stamp collecting ultimately is just shopping. Baseball card collecting, any kind of collecting hobby is literally just a shopping hobby, and that inherently means buying stuff. So 618 for Sharky. This is a big transition. Very, very good score. Anything 600 or above is like S tier transition in DAS. 476 for Peak here on 20. Sharky with that quick tap, I think, over to the left side to get that S over. I wish I had a quick tap. I mean, I guess I could develop one, but I wish I weren't too lazy to develop one. 697 for Sharky, 531 for Peak. This is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins will be the winner of the match. We got 2 more matches coming up. The winner of this will take on number 2 seed Bendy, a former Das Masters finalist. Tetris gets over for Peak at 562, and then we'll have the 8-time Das Masters champion take on Cobra. So those are the 2 other matches we've got. All right, Sharky just going to take the burns. He's got a lead of almost 200,000 points, so he does not need to press super hard. He can kind of just, goal here for him, stay alive, keep adding points. Goal for Peak is to, go, go, go. The Vits, the vertical eye tuck setup for Sharky. There's a Tetris for him, 846. All right, he's just going to take the burns. He knows he's got the lead, so he's taking some more conservative burns than you would otherwise see him take in a close game, especially this deep into the post-transition phase. This is going to allow Peak, of course, to be, get back in it a little bit. Sharky also is a little bit behind in the line count, so it's another point in his favor. Peak 766. Sharky gets it. Tetris 919. So from here, maybe about 200,000 points are available for Peak if he's super efficient. And so Sharky could really, if he could score another Tetris, which he does here, very critical Tetris to score right there. So Sharky can probably keep Peak at bay just by continuing to add points, and Peak will really just have to kind of go all out and score Tetrises from here on in. Tetris for Peak, 876 on level 28. And Sharky more or less going to put it out of reach unless Peak can get some, set up for multiple Tetrises at the end, and he kind of knows the situation. And Peak going to top out here at 876. Sharky with the max out on 27. Go ahead and bring it home. There's a Tetris Sharky, A67. And he's not going to be able to get anything else over there. And that's going to do it. A69 for Sharky. All right, we're going to run a quick ad, guys, and then we'll be right back. So if you need to take a moment, take the moment now. It's a good time to take it. We'll give you the pieces if you can still hear me, but there are the pieces. Oh my God, Sharky's showing off the Red Bull. Sharky's been bought and paid for by Big Energy Drink. Oh my God, Sharky. Red Bull gives you wings, but in Sharky's case, Red Bull gives you money. Sharky, of course, the commentator for the Red Bull Tetris event, or one of the commentators over there that was held in Dubai. I don't know, 2 months ago? When was it? Vandy, I'll give you a case of Red Bull. No, thank you. The new pieces here are F61393. Red Bull gives you fins. True. It was a month ago. All right. Seems like a million years ago. Jay in the window. Raise energy sampler. Go to go.ctm. Does that even work? Does that still work? It's not found. No, it is not found anymore. We got to get rid of that. We did have an energy drink affiliation, but yeah, a lot of classic Tetris players around the world did fly there. That's true. I'm going to try to get the bum energy drink Dr. Bum. I want them as a sponsor, like real bad. Dr. Bum is an actual energy drink. That you have 3 cases of Red Bull they sent you a few days ago. My word. Did you get paid in Red Bull? Is that it? That's all you got paid, Red Bull? Yikes. That's what I hear. I hear that they sponsor an event. They don't give you any money. They just give you some Red Bull to give away. Like, okay, I guess. Thanks. All right, 461393. They're all flavored, none of the original. That sounds good. All right, well, Red Bull gives you wings. And how about you give us a ready sign so we can play game number 3? How about that? All right, looks like both players are ready. What was once a best of 5, now a virtual best of 3 between Peak and Sharky. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. No, we know you got paid. I'm just joshing you, Sharky. Yo. I'm just kidding. I know you got paid. Sharky gonna get paid, okay? Okay, we are underway in game number 3. I mean, I don't work for free either, so nobody should. Except you guys pinning seeds. You guys should work for free. Only Dr. Bum or the other flavors? I've only had the Dr. Bum. It was delicious. I liked it a lot. Like, you know, there's a lot of, you know, kind of energy drink and sugar-free, zero sugar, like Dr. Blank, you know, like trying to hearken to Dr. Pepper. This one actually tasted good. The rest of them just taste like cough medicine. This I thought tasted really good, so I was pretty excited. So I got to get in touch with Dr. Bum because, I mean, first of all, I like it. Second of all, I mean, the name, right? Imagine Classic Tetris Monthly sponsored by Dr. Bum. I have to get to say that every time. Holy moly. Okay, Sharky there with the concerned lean in. He's skimming, he's waiting. He's gonna take that triple. 149 for him. Long bar gets over. Tetris for Sharky, 172. And 172 for Peak. Same score, 3 lines apart. Jay in the window with the T-spin emoji. What's going on, Jay? It's better than saying poopy, says Poopy. Yeah, I agree. You know, when I saw a Poopy Old Hag name, I'm like, that's the name that eventually someone's just going to kind of grow up and change their name. But no, they're just sticking with it. It's like, I am Poopy Old Hag till the end. All right, there's a little kind of adjustment, readjustment, whatever. Shark probably says Poopy. Sharky gets the Tetris. Now I got Poopy on the mind. See what you've done? All right, Pete covers that dirty Tetris well. Column 3-2 rows up, but he's going to uncover it and get that Tetris. 288. Little S flat over on the right side for Pete. Going to keep his stack in order. Who like really, I won't say discovered, but who popularized that S flat? Because that is a genius way to stack. That is a genius move. Who actually popularized that? Who started doing it? You know, usually one person who does something more than anybody else or discovers it, or anybody know the provenance of the S flat I feel like somehow all roads lead to coffee or E flat, like Ella, but coffee is a Tetris player, not the drink. 427 for Peak, 427 for Sharky. Sharky gets at Tetris, 449. Lines are tied, and Sharky is ahead by 1 Tetris. You're getting a Tristopper coffee vibe? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Thank you, Bendy, says SSJ. I was very confused how a hot caffeinated beverage could invent Tetris strategies. I mean, it's not unheard of. I can't remember the last time I had hot coffee, though. I mean, I drink gallons of coffee a day. I can't imagine drinking hot coffee anymore. Like, it's always iced coffee. I really do have to get in touch with Dr. Bum. Like, you can't let your memes be dreams. Tetris for Sharky. 576. Peak is into 19 at about 520. Let's see if Sharky's going to get the S-spin. Yes. And the long bar goes in. 600K transition for Sharky. So that is a big transition, but not an easy board here to live. So Sharky to fix this. Okay, nice burn here. He's chunking it down. Oh, using that quick tap again. A lot of body English for Sharky to get that extra tap to get it over. And there, that is a beautiful J piece. Sharky now survives, sets up and gets a Tetris 644. Peak has been able to close that gap a bit, while Sharky was kind of engaged in that dig. But now Peak kind of in a pickle. So to speak. Oh no, Peak is in trouble, and no, never got the bar for that dirty Tetris setup. And Sharky is good in game number 3. This is a best of 5, so first player to 3 is the winner. So Sharky is good. All right, Sharky doing a little mullening. Oh man, he's killing his stats right now as we speak. Should have taken the intentional top out while you could. But I think he wants to keep that max out streak. I think he wants a max out streak. So he's going to try, and no, he's not going to get it. All right. Well, we do have new pieces, players, so you can take a moment if you need it, but we do have new pieces. Sharky at one time had, God, how long did that streak go? You were trying to survive? You didn't know you were good? Got it. Yeah, what was Sharky's max out streak that he had in Das Masters, right? It was 4. That's pretty good. And now what is the current record for that? Back 3 back against Tristop. What is the current comp back to back max? Is that's Is it that? Oh, and then a back three back against Robin. Why do I remember it as 7? I feel like I remembered it as 7, but I don't know. Anyway, the pieces are here. 3, 4, FD, 3D. Whatever Fractal got. Oh, maybe it was Fractal, which I believe is 6. I feel like that is going to be out the door. I feel like somebody's going to blow past that this year. All right, well, the pieces are here. 3, 4, FD, 3D. 3, 4, FD. I feel like someone's going to get like 10. Somebody? Yeah, you, Bendy. It's going to be you. Who'd you think I was talking about? All right, looks like both parties are ready. It's game number 4. Let's go. Peak versus Sharky. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Sharky is on match point. He can win this match and punch his ticket to the top 8 if he can win this game. Peak looking to win this one to force a deciding game number 5. Low key, this ended up being kind of a long day. You know, we ended up, we had 3 Masters matches early. And then this is 3 DAS Masters matches. And matches now, it's like through all the rigmarole and all the whatever, it ends up being about an hour per match, you know, sometimes more. It ends up being about a 6-hour day broadcasting. And like my voice now getting tired. Like even like professional radio people, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, you know, like if you do like a radio show, you might maybe do a 3 or 4 hour show. Right? If you've got like a normal slot, but you're not talking nearly the entire time during that. Like there's commercial breaks and news and people doing weather. You know, maybe you're talking like 20 minutes an hour. I'm just like blah, 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 like full throated, whatever. Poor me. I'm not trying to say poor me, but I'm just saying this is a long day. This is a long day. I need to incorporate weather, news and weather, and more ads. True. All right, Sharky gets the long bar. That was close. Gonna spin that T in pretty nifty. Good way to avoid having to tuck a piece in there, which could wreck your DAS if you don't pull it off right. Not trying to say poor me. I'm trying to say pour me a Dr. Bum. True. Well, let's not promote them yet. You discovered the T throat coat and it was a game changer. Yeah, I need to take more care of that stuff. Can modern meteorology predict long bar droughts? Oh my God. It's a good question. Chen says, Vandy, you need to use pity to promote your Patreon. I mean, I do need to do that. Oh, poor put upon Vandy. Oh my God. Oh, poor Vandy. Oh, Meg, what a sacrifice. Spending all his time. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that said, if you do feel bad for me, then certainly use the support command and find a way to support us. 311 for Peak, 313 for Sharky. Slaving over a hot kiln to make the Tetris pieces for each match. Yeah, these are individually handcrafted pieces, each one of them made by me. in my artisan kiln. Peak is in kind of trouble here. Oh no, and Peak is gonna hang that bar, and he piled up too high. He was too high over in that column 8, and he could not get the bar over, and that means Sharky will be advancing to the top 8. So GG's to you, Peak. Hope to see you again in the future. It will be Sharky moving on. This is at top 16 the entire time. It was actually round 2. It was actually round 2. Now we're going to the top 16. So Dan V, we need you to cut this out frame by frame. Put round 2 over each individual frame. Thank you, Dan V. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, it will let me run an ad. I'm going to run an ad after Sharky. We want to watch the Mullen, I guess, the Maxi Mullen. But I'm going to reset the score. Let me I'll report this. All right, we'll report it right now. What is this? Das Masters, round 2, match 13. Report 1-3. Monthly Tetris is the channel. And we're going to bring number 2 seed Bendy over here while Sharky finishes this out. Oh, big Bendy. People outside having a good time out in the cold. All right, we'll flop them around. So is this just the thing now? Nobody shows hand cam anymore. This is it. This is it. All right, we're gonna fix our stencils, get those going. All of our stencils will be locked and ready to rock. Oh no, his stencil's fine. His stencil's always good. It's just whoever was there last month. You made an igloo out of the snow mound today. All right. Good job, Blank. Like just by yourself? Just like out in the yard by yourself, or? Vandy, my mother-in-law said Georgetown got some snow. Did you get any? Yes, we got snow. We really did. It's probably still on the ground. And it was like accumulated. I think it's all ice at this point now. You used a piece of metal in your room as an ice pick. Back-to-back 19 fours. Look at you. All right, Sharky gonna try to. I mean, this is. Does this count as a comp max? If you mullen from, I'm sure it does. If you max for opponent tops out on level 18, I think it counts, guys. This totally counts. Don't worry. Uh-oh, it's not a given. Not a given at all. Man, Sharky's got to find some burns here. He's got 4 lines of garbage. Now 6 lines of garbage over the top, so he's got to find He's got to turn this into a Tetris setup. Yeah, no, he's going to... Oh, he needed to turn that, like, triple well, or that well for a triple into the dirty Tetris. That's what he needed to do. You trolled. Rip. Yeah, you needed to turn that into the Tetris instead of trying to burn. You had 6 rows and 6 burns left. Yikers. Yikers Island. Oops. All right, now it's a top 16. All last match it said top 16, and it wasn't, but now it does. You should have taken the triple instead of taking the double. All right, guys, just give me a moment. I will be right back. Players, you continue to warm here, and I will be right back. 60 seconds. Old man moment. Oh, yeah, I didn't roll the pieces, guys. You guys are like using the old pieces. 096C61. Those are the pieces. 096C61. Thanks for indulging me, guys. I'm an old man, all right? Bendy is an American classic Tetris player. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. Nowhere does it say anything about 19.5 B-type tasks, you know? Did I have to potty? No, I had to go take care of something in the apartment. Uh, 096C61. Oh, whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. I didn't mean to hit that. No. I didn't mean to hit that. That was a mistake. Sharky's not ready. No. Don't start. Oh, no. Come on. I did. No. Let's call it. Stop. I didn't mean to hit the. Just increment the seed, Bendy. Top out, please. Top out. I hit the countdown button and I didn't mean to. And I was trying to get you to not, but you did. It's fine. All right, just increment. Yeah, 1A. Sorry. It's a long day. 10-yard penalty on me? Yeah, true. All right. Ten-yard penalty is 10 gift sub penalty? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Well, as soon as you get it ready on both sides, we can start. No, you didn't press ready. You didn't. All right, we're ready now. Okay, now we're good. We are totally good. We're ready to go. It is Bendy versus Sharky. This is a real top 16. The winner does really actually go to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. K9 watching Tetris at 321 countdown bit says, go Bendy, go. Thank you, K9. Appreciate that. On the left side of your screen, it is Bendy seed number 2. Seed number 2. Bendy, number 2 seed. Oh, yeah, he must not have been as good as the number 1 seed. His average was a 1.2 million. He had a 1.2 million average. That was the best. That was the average of his best 2 games played in 1 hour with DAS. It's crazy. And he got a 1.2, and it wasn't even the number 1 seed. Andy edged him by 6,000 points. And I believe Andy's was the world record. Is that right? At least somebody said it was the world record. So I've just been repeating that, but why not? But anyway, Bendy seed number 2 had a 1.204, I think it was. Average. And he's got overall PB of 1.29 million, just 1,200 points away from a 1.3 for his PB. He's the 4th ranked player in the DAS Premier Poll, a ranking of competitive Tetris players. You can find the full rankings for both DAS and open competition over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. You can use the PP command to bring up the link. Bendy is a former DAS Masters finalist. January 2025, he did make it into the finals. Bendy has played in the Classic Tetris World Championship in the gold bracket. Well, he made it into the gold bracket for the first time in 2025. And he played in the silver bracket twice, and he won the silver bracket in 2024. He's also a former Hopeful Circuit winner. And you've seen him at the Vegas Regional in 2025. He took a top 4 spot there. He's played in a couple of our Stupid Tetris monthly events, No Bars and No Next Box. He was played in Mega Masters in 2024 and was top 8 in our Mega Dasters DAS Championship in 2025. Also the first player ever to clear level 19 height 5 with DAS. He did that as a, well, are we allowed to say 12-year-old? I don't know, but he might have been 12. You can find a video on it on Game Scout's channel on YouTube. Just look up Bendy DAS Tetris Game Scout. I don't know. You'll find it. Not on his Liquipedia page, though. He has a Liquipedia page. There is a biography section. It doesn't say anything about it. So, you would think it would. And you think there'd be a link to a video mentioning that on someone's Wikipedia page, but there isn't. So 340 for Bendy, 269 for Sharky. On the right side, it is Sharky, seed number 18. Sharky defeated Somalian in round 1 and Peak in round 2 to get to this round of 16. Sharky is a 3-time Lone Star DAS champion. We have a Lone Star event, or we did have it, or we might have it again. We've run it 3 times. We've run the DAS event 3 times, and he's won it all 3 times. Against, some pretty tough competition as well. There's no... it was a tough competition, so it's real. Sharky also the voice of the Classic Tetris World Championship. And you heard him also recently casting the Red Bull Tetris finals in Dubai. 338 for Sharky, 461 for Bendy. Sharky, one of the few players in the modern era to make it into the gold bracket of CTWC, like the post-rolling era. And overall, he's been in the gold bracket 4 times, 19, 20, 22, and 23. He finished in the top 16 in 2020. 537 entry into 19 for Bendy. 376 for Sharky. He's into 19 now. Kind of a rough 18 for Sharky. Das, very unforgiving. It's very hard to fix mistakes in this format, which is why you frequently see Das players shaking their heads. Sharky, a former Challenger Circuit winner back in October of 2019. That was the second ever Challenger Circuit. And you've also seen him at regionals in Houston, over at the Genesis regionals. And he's played in Mega Masters 2 times. I've seen him at Waco. Sharky 443, Bendy 627. Sharky doing everything he can to fight his way through some rough goings early. And Bendy digging. Bendy ahead by, 160,000 points, but kind of an extended dig. So if Sharky can somehow right this ship and get a Tetris somewhere, and you can see Sharky taking a couple extra risks here to try and get some scoring going. There's not a lot of room to score. You've only got 230 lines total. You get all the points you're going to get in this format. And there's part of me that kind of wishes this were, that we could go to 7 games. I might reassess that. At the beginning, it's 7. Best of 7 seemed like so taxing. But maybe I'll poll the players again. See where their heads are at. But 5 seems like not enough. 7 seems like too much. Sharky in trouble. He's going to have to get an extra tap, and he does over on that right side. He gets another bar over 761. He's got 38 lines to go. He's back by 190,000 points. He's going to have to downstack this like toot sweet, and then also just Tetris his way out once he gets there. That's his only shot, and especially in trying to have Bendy top out. But no, that is going to be a rough game for Sharky in game number 1. Best of 6 sucks. Yeah, you want ties, right? We should do ties. You want a best of 6? My word. Sharky's match with Andy. Oh, in Lone Star, you mean? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, Colin praising Sharky's effort there. That was really tough. It was just tough from the beginning, and then he really fought his way through. So, but Bendy, I'm going to take that one. Oh, wait. I gave that point to Sharky. The thing you hated most about the first iteration of DCL was best of 6. Well, don't worry, Sharky. We're never gonna be best of 6 ever. But yeah, doesn't it seem like 5 is too few, but 7 is too many? And anything that can end in a tie is bad. Like that's how I feel. So I don't know what to do. First to 3.5. All right. Two best of 3s. You know, Rob. This is the first time chat by Rob at Tang Tools USA. Rob, you've really said something there. You've actually really said something there. Who are you? First time chatter. Two best of 3s, but then they could tie again. They could tie. They could have one best of 3 and then one best of 3. And then what is a 1-game tiebreaker? This is interesting though. Then it's a best of 9. But I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna think about that now. Two best of 3, but the first one is the winner in case of a tie. Six best of 1s. Oh my god. Bring back the flip command to determine a winner. I think it still exists, right? Flip. Tails. All right, it still exists. All right, I'm going to try hard not to accidentally press the button. As soon as we get readies for both players, we can start. Wasn't Geezer League 2 best of 3s? I mean, it was just a league format, though. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 2, Bendy and Sharky. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Weird short form tie breaks. Best of 7 with a skunk rule. I mean, kinda. That was my attempt. That was my. I did do that one time, right? What did I actually use the skunk rule in? There's been like multiple tournaments where like, we're going to use the skunk rule. And then I'm like, we're not going to use it. When did I actually use it? I don't even remember. It's all a blur. Maybe what we really need is like a longer level 19 phase or something. Like if you had start on 19, no, see Rob, now you've lost the magic, Rob. You've lost the magic. But I don't know, 2 best of 3s. There might be some version of that. Yeah, Rob, you've lost all credibility. Sorry, buddy. No, welcome in. Welcome in. Transition trainer best of 7. I mean, maybe. Henry B says, I was all in on Rob until this. See, Rob, you gotta know when to. You could have been a legend, right? You talk past the sale, right? Sometimes you just gotta. What is the Mark Twain, right? I don't know. So something. Opening your mouth and then, whatever. Okay, whatever it is. I don't remember the quote, but that's it. You could have been a legend. Don't say any more than you need to. Quake does double elim brackets at the final bracket, giving the player who hasn't lost an automatic win in the first best of 3. Well, yeah, that's kind of standard double elim. Oh, Sharky kind of overshift that T, and he's going to open that right side back up. But yeah, he kind of stole a burn away from himself. So I think we'll see what he has to do to get a bar over that left, and yeah, he can get pieces over. Yeah, Colin, that was it, but it wasn't the right quote. So by the time I already realized that was not an applicable quote, that it was too late. I'd already opened my mouth. I'd already violated that quote by the time. See, it applied to me. I was trying to change it around to fit the circumstance, and I and I fell victim to it. 402 for Bendy, 283 for Sharky. No, Henry. No. You're misinterpreting it. It was what? Better to be thought of fool. Oh, the line spin from Sharky. Better to be thought of fool and remain silent rather than open one's mouth and remove all doubt. That's the quote. It didn't really have anything to do with it. It was, you know. I think that's how it went. But I violated that quote. Big brain burn there for Bendy. 497, 399 for Sharky. No, really the lesson is everybody should be quiet all the time. All right, Sharky 422. Bendy ahead by 10 lines. And about 5 Tetrises. That quote was my senior quote because I was a quiet kid, says Arctic. Yeah, just silent Oh, let's do silent Tetris monthly. I engage too much with chat. This is my problem, is I engage too much with chat. Imagine engaging in chat on a live stream. Too much. 618 for Bendy. Sharky's got 2 more Tetrises available. If you can. And you can take a couple of burns too. There's Tetris 1. There's the burn, and there's the setup and the Tetris. 543 entry for Sharky. So all in all, a good transition score from Sharky. At least we're not YouTube chat, says Twitch. Indeed. Chen, you're very nice. Yeah, I violated. Oh, yep, that's it. That's it. We're bringing back Silent Tetris monthly, and we're just gonna have like some ASMR sounds or something, so you can get your tingles. Like ASMR is over, right? People aren't doing that anymore, right? That was like a trend. Please tell me it's over. Do I have a fancy ear mic? Yeah, so I can whisper into my mic. It never died. Oh no, it's still around. Yeah, I need to get one of those mics that look like an ear and whisper Tetris to you. I'm sure Chen would sign up. 749 for Bendy. Bendy opens up the right, and he really needs to get something over there like right now. And he does. He does. So Bendy bringing this down. He's at 788. Sharky at 699. Sharky log bar gets over 734. Now Sharky is back by 10 lines or so, and back by about 2 Tetrises. So this is actually very close. It looks like Sharky's behind, but when you even the lines out, this is like neck and neck. Tetris for Sharky, 796. And Sharky with a good, Bendy with a good board here though now after not having a great board for a while. So Sharky, 10 lines in hand. We're approaching level 29. Bendy into level 27. Sharky still on 25, now into 26. Tetris for Sharky, 842, back by 8 lines and 2 Tetrises. There's a Tetris Sharky. Oh, Bendy gonna take a triple. He's gonna miss the line spin. He still has a Tetris set up, but yeah, 948 for him. And he needs to set up for one because Sharky has runway here and a clean board. There's a Tetris for Bendy. He's at 987. He is setting up for another one. There's another one. Bendy with the max out at 823. So Sharky now needs more than 2. These are 36,000, so he needs more than 2. He needs to get 1, and now he needs to set up for 2. There's 1 right there, and no, that's not going to be enough. And Bendy executing right at the end. He got it right at the end. Man, Bendy did everything he needed to do at the end, setting up for those extra Tetrises. Sharky needed to get that first one and then set up for 2. Like, excellent execution by Bendy. Totally insane. And he got to 239 lines. The Tetris on 29. Yeah, wow. Oh my God. Double max out, double 29s, and kill screen Tetrises. Holy moly. That is insane. Wow. Wow. Whew. I mean, what can you do there? What can you do? I don't know what you can do. I mean, you could do what Bendy did and just go for it, man. Like that. Wow. All right. Well, Bendy's up 2 games to none. I am going to put seeds into the chat. You had an A23 into. And Sharky ended up with an A26. So well, I guess the triple was it. Was the triple decisive? So players, when you're ready, the pieces are there. You could still take a moment. $5206 ED. You can take a moment, players. No problem. Take a moment. We do have another match that is scheduled to start at 8. It's Cobra and Andy. I'm not sure how this one's going to go, but we'll stay live. Or if the players are early, we can play it, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we still got 40 minutes, so this could go. I mean, this could go another 3 matches. So. Okay, both players are ready. They're on seed. So let's go. Game number 3. Sharky up against it. Bendy on match point. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So how do we... Yeah, how do we do it? How can we do best of 7 with a... Is it best of 7 with a skunk rule? 3 games to none? Is that what we do? I mean, that means most matches are going to, you know... 5, 6, 7 games, right? The thing is not for me. It's not like to cut the broadcast short. It's to, it's to kind of take the burden off the players a little bit, because you play 2 matches in a stream, and they go best of 7 playing 14 DAS games. That's like gonna kill your brain. That's why we do best of 5s. Yeah, it doesn't prevent really long matches, I know. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just stick with best of 5 and we'll go, well, that's why we run it 8 to 10 times a year, you know. You can try again next time. Tetris Sharky, 117. There's another one, 140. Yeah, like somebody runs so you could analyze like match histories and say, all right, for players who played 2 matches in a stream, you could say, oh, well, how did they perform in, the second match? But the problem is, if you're in our format, if you are playing 2 matches in a stream, a lot of the times it's because you're the lower seed. So you would expect the lower seeds to not perform as well as the higher seeds, right? But yeah, I guess you could compare their performance in game 2 versus their performance in game 1, but they're playing against a higher seed, so I don't know. It's hard to... I don't know how you kind of control for that. $285 Bendy, 304 Sharky. So Sharky in the lead. Lines are tied. About a Tetris lead. Invictus Rage says, do best of 5, but sometimes play 6. Do not explain. I think that's the best solution. As a watcher of the sport, not a competitor, what is your actual end goal for what you want the matches you stream? Well, I want the best quality. I want the players to, have their full faculties as much as possible. Like, I love CTWC, but that day is a grind, and all players are there. They're live. You're there like all day, all weekend. And performance does suffer. And so those late game matches, the late in the day matches seem to, I think the gameplay does suffer a lot of times. And I don't know, I just end up feeling bad for the player. Like, it just seems like such a long day. But what else can you do? Has anyone ever been penalized for not adhering to the spirit of DAS? No, because players, I think, on the whole, appreciate having a DAS tournament to play in and don't want to run afoul of it. And generally speaking, just want to stay within the rules and like competing and they all have reputations that they want to uphold, and they don't want to, ruin those reputations by getting in some... But, I don't know, flouting the rules or making things hard on the organizers. So we haven't really had an issue. Nice dirty setup for Sharky. And he gets another one. 543 for Sharky, 447 for Bendy. You caught a not sod moment in 1D, but you won't name names? Really? What was the nature of the not sod moment? You don't have to name any names, but like what did the person do? Because I think people think sod means you can never tap, but you can definitely tap in the middle of the board. Every DAS player does it. I do it all the time. I'm not a tapper. I couldn't tap my way out of a wet napkin. 518 for Bendy, 590 for Sharky. He's got 2 more Tetrises available, but he's going to take the triple and the skim here and just settle maybe for potentially 1 more Tetris. Long bar goes in. Tetris Sharky, 620 entry into 19. Tapped bar left when they needed a frame perfect quick tap. Oh goodness, yeah, that's not. That is not sod. So you're saying, oh, you in order to stay playing DAS, you would need the quick tap, but instead they hyper tapped. 702 for Sharky, 650 for Bendy. I think Nestris.org is a little bit more, I think it probably feels a little bit more like, my console's not showing, my camera. What stage is, well, you'd have to give out too much information. 738 for Sharky, 709 for Bendy. Sharky fighting for his tournament life. And you can see the intensity. Or you could see it if I didn't have the camera ruined there, but all right, we'll fix it. There you go. Now you can see. Now you can see the intensity. 796 Sharky. Triple and the Tetris. Bendy now, he's showing you his intense face. Bendy's throwing faces as well. Oh, all right. Tetris for Bendy, 817. Sharky at 841. Tetris into column 2 for Sharky. Now, Sharky is ahead in score and back by 6 lines. So it's a decent position to be in. Vitz there for Bendy. Tetris, 883 for him, 908 for Sharky. They died and lost the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. So sorry it died. Did they say that? 947 for Sharky. Bendy set up on the left well. No problem. They said that verbatim. All right, well, at least that saves it in my mind. Bendy's at 988. Sharky's got the max out. He's set up, or trying to get set up, 1 row off the bottom. He is set up, and he's kind of being a little risky for the bisky. Can't believe I said that out loud. Long bar gets over. Tetris Sharky, A51. Bendy is setting up for 2. He knows what he's up against. He's trying to set up for more than 1. And he is not gonna get it. That's a top out for Bendy. And Sharky with the 1.1. So you can see Bendy knew what he had to do. He knew he was going to have to set up for 2. Even if he had gotten the second one, it would not have been enough. But I mean, he was on it. He knew what he had to do. He knew what he had to do. That's Bendy's late game awareness. But I mean, both these players, really, they know what to do. How is Sharky only ranked 13? Because Sharky doesn't play as much as he, would need to maintain a high ranking. That's how. That's the problem. Sharky would be ranked higher if he did. Okay, pieces are here. Bendy says I played 26 plus near perfect. Yeah, I think you did. But Sharky was just, too strong. B8, F2, F8. RB shenanigans. Sharky's very busy, okay? Trying to get everybody to drink liquids. Right? Look at, he's drinking liquids himself. That thing is full of Red Bull right now. He is, he's gonna stay on brand. He's not gonna drink. He doesn't drink anything other than Red Bull. Okay, that whole thing is full of it. Don't Sharky. Come on now, you got to stay consistent. You say no Red Bull all the time. All right, pieces are here. B8, F2, F8. Red Bull water. Yeah, Red Bull should just come out with water. There's nothing in it. It's just water, but it says Red Bull on it, so you'll buy it. Right? There you go. The Red Bull yellow one. Oh, he's gonna now he's showing off his case. You know, yeah, there it is. I knew he was going to show the case. He's got the case. I mean, it's great, but like I could get that at Costco. All right, let's come on now. All right, or B8 F2 F8. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Invictus Rage says consistency is the hobgoblin of small minds. Well, that is how it is often quoted. Although I guess the full quote is a foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of small minds. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. The idea is being foolishly consistent, not just consistency. But people take that to be like, oh, anyone who's consistent is a fool. And that's how like most people think of it, which is pretty dumb to say that because, so I guess in order to be not a fool, I will have to be inconsistent, but do I have to be consistent with being inconsistent? So it's unintelligible. Sharky says, "Yeah, but you got it for free." That's true. I mean, I could get it for free for 2 with my, my executive Costco membership. I get 2% back, so I can get it for free too. I'm in a Costco group on Facebook, and they hate people with the executive membership. Like they hate it. Like you can get a regular membership, which is $60 a year. But then you can get the executive membership for $120 a year, and they hate you if you have that. I don't know why. It's like I guess you get there earlier and you get 2% back, but they just it's some sort of populist. Oh, you're so great with your Costco 1%er or 2%er. 128 for Bendy, 166 for Sharky. Colin says Sharky won a DAS Battle Royal in 2023 against Toogie Scamper, NGC Man, Mark Migas, Adam MTS, Jeff, and Academus. Well, that's quite the roster. Executives get to go in the store earlier, which means more eggs for Vandy during the shortage. That's true. I don't have the executive membership anymore. I downgraded because, there's a break-even point where it's not worth it. And I was falling below that. So I was like $2 short of the dividend, what I would need to get a dividend check to. I got like a $58 dividend check instead of the $60 that I would have needed to get to justify the upgrade. You guys are thrilled. Downgraded because I got made fun of. Yep, that was it. Oh, stop making fun of me. Guys, I'm sure you guys are thrilled to know about the status of my Costco membership and what membership level I'm at and and how much I get back. I did get, after years of being denied, I did get approved for the Costco Visa. So, yeah, you guys are pretty excited about that, I'm sure. 301 for Bendy Longbar in Tetris, 324, 314 for Sharky. What's my favorite thing to buy at Costco? I mean, we do get our paper goods and our family paper there. Another thing I read in a Facebook group, right? I was in some like thrifty group, like some like minimalism kind of thrift group where people are just trying to save money and whatever. And somebody was calling their toilet paper, they were calling it family paper. Like, you can't say toilet paper, like you'll go to hell or something. Family paper. So we get that stuff, and we get, I don't know. What do we get there? Pre-cooked bacon is really good to get there. Yeah, why do we even go there? What do we get? I guess we get, I don't know, there's these little mozzarella and Italian meat spirals. We call them gabagools, but that's where we go. Oh, we got to get gabagools. We just call them gabagools. 451 for Sharky, 510 for Bendy. Tetris for Bendy, 535. And, you know, mostly samples, I guess. But yeah, don't call it family paper. Like, that's gross. I don't want to think about my family while I'm using my family paper. 563 for Bendy. He's on 19. 502 for Sharky. Tetris for Sharky, 537. There's one Bendy, 618. Another Tetris Sharky, 562. He is locked in. Skimming a Tetris for Sharky, 598. He's one line, two lines back by about 50,000. Bendy gonna get a Tetris. Sharky setting up. Long bar goes in. So yeah, 50,000 point lead for Bendy. It's about 2 Tetrises. We got one more match after this one. It's going to be Cobra and Andy. Oh, nice burns there for Sharky. He's kind of falling behind a little bit. Actually, Longbar gets in. Well, maybe it's about the same. Yeah, it's still about the same lead. Oh, Sharky gets that long bar all the way to the left. And Sharky's got, yeah, he finds another. There's a dirty Tetris column 3, 729 Sharky, 779 for Bendy. But Bendy kind of in trouble. And yeah, Bendy gonna get, the T over, the bar over, the T spin, and then the tuck on the left. And that was so clutch for Bendy. And Sharky is gonna top out here on 24. Board just got too vertical. There wasn't anything that he was going to be able to do, but really, Sharky is nothing if not a fighter, and he really fought his way through that whole game, trying to do what he could to get through. So GG Sharky, you played great. You don't play in this often enough, man. You don't play often enough. Oh, Wallman wants to check Sod. Well, it didn't matter for the results, so thank goodness we don't have to do that. How did Bendy survive that? Nobody knows. Yeah, but it didn't end up factoring into anything anyway. So, all right, well, Bendy will be moving on to the top 8. Sharky, you did great, as always. We would love to see you back in this event more often. We would love to see you. I know you're busy. Your burgeoning voiceover career and your Red Bull and your whole thing, but save some time for Das, okay? It's not hard. Just do it. All right, so Bendy will be moving on. We'll go ahead and report the results of this match. I think you've missed a couple. You've missed a couple. Don't ever miss one. All right, let's report. Bendy 3, Sharky 1. Felt like a 9-8 best of 17 is what it felt like. Okay. Well, we got 20 minutes to go until our next matchup. Let's go ahead and get rid of these players. We'll show you the bracket. There's Bendy. Goodbye. Sharky. We miss you. No, you do qual for everyone. Whether you make it is a different story. True. Quals are a little inconsistent. Sharky, I think you need to grind for that 1.3. That's what I think needs to happen. 1.3 grind. ITZ Sharky 1. People would follow that every night. They would. You got a good stream. All right. So our next match is not scheduled to start for another 20 minutes. So I'm going to wait around for that. But in the meantime, I'll just stream attempts or whatever. I think Cobra's going, so I will set up Cobra. But we're not going to say that players have to play now. We will honor the original start time of this event, or the scheduled time, for sure. No, maybe that wasn't him going. All right, so let's go ahead and show you where we're at bracket-wise. Is that the one? This is the one. This is the whole thing, man. There's the whole big bracket right there. Our full top 16 filled out. Why is there nobody into the top 8? Oh, yeah, Bendy's in the top 8. Scotto's in the top 8. So we got 2 top 8ers. We are way behind in Das Masters compared to Masters. But I think we got more coming up. I think tomorrow we've got Eliash versus Meme. And then on Friday, the 30th, we've got red and pink top 16. So that's going to be a big chunk. It's going to be Hana, Wallband, Vance, and Dog playing down to a semifinalist. So we're going to make some progress. So we'll go ahead and show you the top 8. So that's a thing right there. Scotto and Bendy are in. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and just take care of something in the apartment. And I'll play a little bit, and then we'll wait for Cobra and Pixel Andy to start. All right, I am back. So maybe I'll play a little bit. Let's see if I can do that. Can I do that? Garbage. Sharky says, I got into my own head on 19. For some reason, I've been having odd mechanical issues today. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess, I don't know. You didn't ask, but I do feel like sometimes when you play 2 games in a stream, I feel like your mental changes in game 2. Like if you have a really strong game 1, then your second game, sometimes your mental's a little off. I'm not sure what that is, but. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not or whatever, but or it could just be fatigue. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So yeah, all right, we're gonna play until we get some Cobra and Andy showing up. Demon says that 100% happens to me. I've won all my Dash Masters round 1 matches and lost all 3 of my round 2 and back-to-backs. Yeah, I mean, normally though, if you're advancing to round 2, you're playing a stronger player. I mean, so I get you can't necessarily judge by the results, but you could definitely judge by your own performance, right? So, all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna play and see what I can go for. Got a clean scoreboard, an 898 PB. Oh no, that is not. That one doesn't count. But we're going to try to play these out as much as possible rather than fast resets. Your score also drops by about 150k. Well, that would make sense. I don't know why I'm going for it. All right. Stop being dumb. Oh, we're going for it. Oh my God, we're going for it. Why would we do that? All right, we got it. Oh my Lord, we're going for it again. What are we doing? We're insane. Why would we do that? Because we're going to get it. That's why we're going to get it. That's why we're doing it. Because we're going to get it. There's one. Give me one more. One more. One more. Oh, I couldn't move it anywhere. Yikes, bad. All right, we're still hanging. We're still okay. We just need to drop like 20 Tetrises in a row. Need to get into a groove. And, you know, just lock in or lock out or whatever you got to do. I feel like it's more like locking out than locking in is what I need to do. Lock out all my thoughts. All right, this is grabbage. Come on, dude. Ugh. My DAS is getting better. I hope so. It should. It should. You know? What a game. 22,000. Oh my God. We're the world champion now. And if you are Andy or Cobra, just make your presence known so we know when we can start. I want to win. I just want to get this max out so I can quit Tetris and get on with my life. That's what I want more than anything. Just get the max out, quit Tetris, ride off into the sunset, give CTM to Evesy and Tyler. You know? Oh, no, no, no. No. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh, I died. I'm sorry I died. You don't hate my beard? Well, I grew it for you. I grew it for you. All right, 753. Oh, oh no. Close. Oh, yikes. Come on. What? What? Why? Oh, If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. All right. Oh, we're just gonna go for it for no reason. Oh, that's not. Yeah, literally for no reason because that wasn't. But you know what? A triple's good points. All right, I'll take the triple. Why not? Triple's good points. Wait, for most of my games, is my average line clear even as high as a triples like worth of points? Like, is it? So a triple's 7,500. So that means, right? A triple's 7,518. So 2,500 per line times 130. Oh my God, I should not play Tetris and do math. What am I doing? So, all right. So a triple is not as good as my normal points average. So, but all right, it's not the worst. You forgot about this song? But you forgot about it. But it's notable. But you like this song in particular? I mean, everything's good. Everything's on this. His whole oeuvre is good. All right, what am I going to do here? Get the double tuck? Can I get the double tuck? Can I get... Yes, I can. There you go. No problem. Can I get the... Oh, my God. No. What am I doing? A mess. I have a mess. All right, still not a bad pace, but I need to get out of this. Like, oh, crap. And there's that. There's that. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh, my kind of lost ass there. Oh, that was the wrong way. I should have spun it the other way. Yikes. All right, one more start, and then we'll see. Well, let's see if our people are here. Cobras. I don't see Cobra. I don't see P1XEL in the chat either. All right, I can't break 300. All right, we got to break 300. Come on. Let's go. Let's break 300. Sue's watching the other game. The NFC game. We're not like NFC people. But she's watching it, and she just was like, whoa, from the other room. So something happened. I don't know. We're an AFC family, you know? All right, I don't know how to... Oh, yeah, like that. All right, this is a mess. All right, let me do a Vandy challenge, because this is fruitless. Vandy challenge. Ultra amazing catch by Pook. How do you say that guy's name? I don't know. Everything sucks today. Oh, was that thunder, or was that someone moving something in the apartment? Oh my God, what is going on? Puka Nakua. It sounds like a Guatemalan coffee blend. Like, oh, have you tried the Puka Nakua? It's delicious. All right, one more. There's that guy. Yeah, there's a guy named Chubba Hubbard as well. Chubba Hubbard. Yeah, I don't really have it in me today. All right. All right, let's see. Do we have any players to play for us today? COB. Cobra, Pixelandy, are you in the chat? Calling Cobra, Pixelandy. What? Can you, so you guys hear the megaphone effect? Oh, that's so loud. Oh my God. Do you guys hear the megaphone effect? Why is that so loud? Attention. Oh, that's so loud. Attention. Why is that really loud? All right, is this loud? How loud? It's like it's maxing out the dB meter, but I'm talking very low. Wait, guys. Do you hear the megaphone effect right now? Like right now? Okay. And you don't hear my normal voice? Attention Cobra and Pixelandy. Please come to the front desk. We are playing Das Masters. Andy and Cobra, please come to the front desk for your Das Masters match. Okay. There's a blue, you know.
Attention Kmart shoppers. There's a blue light special on aisle 12.
You know. Okay. Yeah.
Attention, Pixel Andy and Cobra. Your Uncle Vandy is here to collect you. Please come to the front desk. Andy and Cobra.
All right, that's a weird comment in that context, Senchi Longbar, so we're just gonna move on. that's a weird comment. All right, we're gonna move on. Anyway, Pixelandy and Cobra, are you here? It is your time to play. I'm sure it was not intentional. It was not intentional. But anyway. All right, we're here to play Pixelandy and Cobra. I don't know if Pixelandy and Cobra are here. Senju Lombard is foot and mouth disease today. We're gonna get you every time. What was the other one that we got you on? Like, you don't want to drive 30 minutes for Jollibee? You're my foil today. Okay. There's got to be a Pixelandy. You know what? I'm driving to San Antonio for Jollibee. That's it. It's happening. So do we just not have Pixelandy and Cobra? Is that right? Let me look. All right, we do have Pixelandy. There is a Pixelandy sighting. Well, that's good news. That is good news for us. There's Oh, wait. There we go. So here's the thing. Here's Pixel Andy. Let's reset that, shall we? Reset. We got to reset the transform. All right, so there's Pixel Andrew, our old pal. There's that. Oh. And then we need to do one of these. Let's see, player one, camera. Okay, there it is. Select a color. Let's select this color right here. All right, wow, it's like we're in his room with him. You are live? Thank God. Who are you, Cobra? 6731? Reset. Or refresh. What is it? Okay. There he is. Crunch 39 world record holder. LMAO. Tetris stats. Roll. PB 19. PB 5. One. You got a lot of information about yourself there, buddy. DAS 1.2 is 1. Oh, you have a DAS 1.2? When was that? That's not. It wasn't on the list that way. Was that recent? Because it was not on the DAS PB list. So I have you as 1.16. Your PB, dude. It at the beginning of the month. It was DAS NES Tetris League board, bro. It obviously it has changed. Let me see this. Hold on. 1.20. Yeah, you just updated it after the end of the month. It's not still wrong. At the beginning of the month, I had it as 1.16, 103 on the list. It is now 80 something on the list, so it has changed since the beginning of the month. I can't update these like, you know, like on the fly every time someone like updates every little thing. All right, that's what it was heading into the month, buddy boy. Listen, buddy boy. That's what it was heading into the month. That's what it is. All right, there he is, Cobra. And let's go fix. Let's see, Andy is here. I think Andy's having capture issues. So now, while he's doing that, we'll also fix stencil on him. You know, while we're here. Why not? It's probably not his fault. It actually probably is. All right, let's see. Stencil. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. That's a solid A minus. I'll take that. I'll take that from Andy any day. Solid A minus, bro. Wait, did your thing disappeared? Yeah, it disappeared. No, I can't do it. All right, it's close enough for Masters anyway. We need to gild the lily. Here, I'll put a big X on it, all right? We'll just blot it out. Text. All right, we're gonna blot out your PB. So lest anyone think you have a 1.16, we're gonna blot it out. Ready? No, that way nobody can see. Now nobody will be confused. There it is. What do you have, a 1.2 what? 1.2 1.20. All right. Here, we'll put it right here. Cobra 1.20 actually. There it is. It's a first. No, this is top 16. We gotta keep it profesh. All right, everybody, it is time for this matchup between Pixel Andy and Cobra. This is coming out of the top 16. So the winner of this goes to the top 8. Hopefully gets into the prize pool if we can meet our goal. Speaking of prize pool, we do have a prize pool for this. We have had not a lot in the way of movement on this Das Masters prize pool today. So if you do want to contribute and you want this Das Masters event to keep going, you don't want us to go into cooldown, because if we don't make our Das Masters prize pool goal, we'll just skip the next Das Masters, right? So now the threats are starting to come out, right? Like, we can't run a tournament if we can't have a prize pool for it. So 204.99 is where we're at. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, use that Matrino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. And follow the link that says DAS. That is where you can go ahead and make your contribution. Log in at the top right-hand corner, your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. Okay, thank you to everybody who's contributed so far. Yeah, we got to keep this profesh. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Oh, do we need a background? Can we get a color backgrounds? And oh wait, no, there's no background. I thought you could do a background. I guess you can't. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop pieces, players. Here they are. Pieces are in the chat. 030F8C. I keep falling into the trap of waiting for Andy to sit down, but I realize that Andy's always walking around. Andy is playing, he's playing NES Tetris, but there is a mode on Gym where you can get a ghost piece and hard drop and all that. But he's turned it up. It's turned off now. We should allow ghost piece. Yeah, I keep waiting for, like, all right, we'll start as soon as Andy sits down. Then I realize, like, Andy never sits down. Look, he's got a big sweat. He's got a big jacket on. Look at this big jacket. That's a huge jacket, dude. All right, we got it. It's too big. Too big. All right, there he is. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's make sure they're on seed because I don't trust them. Yeah, they both missed seeds. All right, they're good. There's an 8 in there. That's the thing. All right, this is it. Top 16. Pixel Andy and Cobra. Let's get them started. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Seal says the lack of ghost piece gave me a lot of trouble when I started Nestris. Yeah, it is. It is kind of a problem. But we are now underway. Pixel Andy, seed number 1 in this tournament. And according to, I guess, himself, and I just been taking it as an article of faith ever since I saw it, Pixel Andy got the qualifying world record, I guess, for at least this competition, a 1.21. That was the average of his best 2 games played in our 1-hour qualifying period. So Andy with a 1.21 million in quals as an average, which is absolutely bonkers. He's got an overall DAS PB of 1.337. That is number 4 on the world record leaderboard. He was ranked number 1 in the most recent DAS Premier poll, and for good reason. He is an 8-time winner in our DAS Masters series. He's got 7 wins in the monthlies, and he was the winner of our Mega Dasters Championship that took place in October and probably into November. So Andy truly establishing himself as one of the, greatest DAS players of all time. I can't even think of an accomplishment that rivals this in the modern era. I mean, it's just utterly bonkers. So yeah, Andy, we've held the event 11 times, including Mega Dasters. Andy's won it 8 times. And he is also the reigning winner of CTWC's North American DAS Championship, the Jonas Cup. He just got off a win this weekend in something called One Day DAS. That is Pumpy Hearts tournament, defeating Wallbant in the finals in a rematch of their Mega Dasters match. He's also a 5-time Masters event winner. He won Pumpy's 12-day level 12 tournament as well. What else has he won? Oh, yeah, he was the runner-up in CTWC in 2020. He's a 6-time CTWC gold bracket player with multiple top 4 finishes in addition to that runner-up in 2020. He's done a lot of stuff. All right. Is that enough? Oh, he's also a game crasher. He used to be, for a brief period, was the overall score world record holder. And he's got the record for the longest time between CTM Masters wins, 22 months. When he won his most recent one in, was it June? Either June or July of 2025. So that is Andy. 316 for him. 258 for Cobra. And on the right side, it's Cobra. Anyway, no, I'm kidding, of course. Cobra is the winner of the 2025 Boston Tea Parody event. He's a former Challenger Circuit winner. He won the last one we held in November of 2024. Top 4 finish in the Lone Star Championship in 2024 as well. He's a 2-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, top 8 in 2025. 3-time Mega Masters, and he had his best finish in 2025 as well, top 16. You've seen him at the Space City Regional, the Stillwater Showdown. You saw him just a couple weeks ago at the Boston Tea Parody, the 3rd iteration of that. He is currently in the semifinals of the Masters event. For the very first time. So he's having his best month ever in Masters. We'll see how he does here in DAS Masters. This, he's only played in DAS Masters 1 time before. That was February of 2025, and he exited in round 1. So this is his deepest. This will be his deepest finish in this event. He did play in Mega Dasters, went out in round 1 of that. So he defeated. Who did he defeat? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. He defeated Storm in round 2 to make it here to this top 16. So this will be, regardless of how it goes from here, and then this is his best finish in DAS Masters. 573 for Pixel Andy, 500 for Cobra. Does Andy ever DAS overship like ever? Kind of real how consistent he is. Well, Andy is very focused player. $624 for Pixel Andy, 509 for Cobra. So Cobra right now back by about 115,000 points, something like that. That left side for Cobra is going to be a problem. We'll see what he can do. And he's not able to get the quick tap over that right side. That's going to be a top out for Cobra. He tried. There was an attempt. But that is going to be game number 1 for Pixel Andy. Now, he has the potential to actually play against Pixel Andy in Masters as well. Because Pixel Andy has to play Sidnev, and the winner of that goes to the matchup against Cobra. So Pixel Andy can get by Sidnev. It'll be another Pixel Andy Cobra match. D9 6-4 B6. D9 6-4 B6. Steele says Andy swept the playoffs of that one-day event 9-0. Yeah, I mean, I think he swept his way through a DAS Masters or two as well. He's kind of a sicko, but in a nice way. D9 6-4 B6. By the way, Cobra's PB is actually 1.20. He did get a 1.2 that hit the leaderboard this month. I don't know when he got it, but it was not on the leaderboard when I made this graphic. But everybody needs to know, all right? Lest anyone think he does not have a 1.2. He has a 1.2, okay? All right, there it is. Okay, let's go ahead and get them started. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We need to get DAS PBs into the robot. I don't think anyone cares about anybody's 19 PB anymore or their PAL. So there are some candidates that we can get out of the bot instead of DAS. DAS is far more relevant PB nowadays. Like playstyle PBs make so much more sense now because the different competitions have to do with playstyle. They don't have to do with like who's a 19 player. Back in the old days, it made sense. You could tell a lot by a person by what their 19 PB was versus their 18 PB. Nowadays, I think it needs to be reworked. So Steele says, I need to get a 1.2. Yeah, you do. You do. Storm has got a 1.3. So keyboard DAS. Keyboard dash 1.3, 1.2, very possible, and 1.3 possible. So you can do that. Do it. Storm is the inspiration. 116 for Pixel Andy, 118 for Cobra. You agree about the removal of the extra achievements? Yeah, I mean, people really only care about what is your overall PB and then what are your playstyle PBs, because all the competitions center around that. And yet that's the hardest information to find because players can't just put it in the bot. They have to like go this extra step if they want to and like put it on this obscure like spreadsheet, and they don't do that consistently. No one can blame them. Now, what would be really cool is if that bot was hooked into like a database that had their stats, like fair 29, fair 19, FMS. Like that would be cool if that were hooked into that database and that could pull that up. Holy crap. I wish somebody would get inspired by the prospect of that being a thing and like take that up as a passion project, because that would be the coolest thing. And then I could really have that stuff on the screen because it's so hard to find it and know if it's up to date, and not everyone has it, but holy moly. That's like the dream. 240 for Pixel Andy, 201 for Cobra. So like we really need to get all that stat stuff into a proper database. We get some sort of API that could be hooked into. I can't do it. I was a philosophy major. No, there are plenty of philosophy majors that know how to code. I don't. 288 for Pixel Andy, and I don't want to learn. I gotta be honest. There was a time that I did, but I don't. 273 for Cobra, 311 for Pixel Andy. Sounds like a job for AI. I mean, somebody wanted to use AI to help figure out how to do that, but it sounds like, that could be done by a human brain. These two players have never played against one another in CTM. So this is a CTM first. They did play against each other at the Space City Regional. That was in... Where was that? That was in the top 8 of the Space City Regional and Open competition. Then they also played each other in CTL late last year. Oh, Cobra with a couple of errant J's. They could also... so they've never faced each other in DAS before. Cobra has not played a ton, as far as I understand, a lot of DAS competition. This is only his second DAS Masters. I don't know what else he's involved in. If I go to his match database with DAS, let's see what we got. Yeah, we've got under 25 matches. He played in DAS Monthly, CT DAS, Lone Star DAS, DAS Champions League, Space City DAS Mega Dasters. Now, why does it say he played in Mega Dasters and Mega Disasters? That's not possible. Oh. So somehow his match is reported as under Mega Disasters, but I think it's got to be under DAS Masters. I'm going to copy and paste that. Ping on poo. 559 for Andy on 18. Cobra is into 19 at 463. Oh, Cobra's left side is a real problem. And that's not even fixable. So that is going to be a top out for Cobra. That's not even fixable, right? That's a 9. Yeah, that's not even fixable, right? Someone confirmed to me that was not even fixable. Or was it fixable with a quick tap? Anyway, Pixel Andy is good. It was 9 high. You need the L. Yeah. So Cobra really still kind of learning the rudiments of DAS play. So, hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. But I am here for Cobra's DAS journey. I am here for it. I think Cobra could be a great DAS player. He's already moving into the upper echelons now of the open playstyle tournament. He was always, up there. But now he's like #1 seed in Masters. He's feel like he's turned a corner. So why not? Now it's time for a DAS journey as well. So Cobra, this is not even his final form. 354-2B0. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, Cobra was a #1 seed in Masters this month for the first time. So that's pretty big. All right, so We'll see if that problem with Andy's capture. It's early enough in the game. I'm just gonna call this a top out because I anticipate we got to top this out. Andy, is there something you do to like wiggle your capture or something? Because it was just like I feel like this is gonna keep happening. Yeah, it's still happening. So yeah, we're early enough in the game where we just started. So this is gonna be a top out, guys. And we're just gonna replay this one. Yeah, Andy's capture kind of in and out. Andy, what is the deal? Do we need a GoFundMe for your capture? What is up? What is happening? I know. 8 DM victory, still a chop capture. For real. That's fine. I mean, whatever. We don't know. What is it, Andy? Like, what is it? You're good? You're good now? Is it a wire? Like, what is it, bro? You know, don't touch your computer. Actually, don't touch your computer to tell us. You can tell us later. All right, we're gonna increment. So just make it 4. Oh, excuse me. 4-6. So just increment. 4-6. Yeah, don't touch anything. Don't like move around too much. Don't do anything. Okay. 4-6-4-2-BO. 3-2-1 Tetris game number 3. We're just getting started while we can before anything else happens. We'll just get it in while we can. But yeah, Andy having some capture issues. Literally, it's like blinking in and out. And it was stable for the first 2 games. So hopefully we've gotten it back to another stable place. But like Andy notoriously has these interesting capture issues. For a while, maybe he still is. He was like sharing a capture card with Dog. So like, it's like, all right, bro, I need the capture card now. I have a match. All right, let me get the capture card back after that because I have a match right after that. Like, sharing one capture card. Like, frugality is good. Frugality is good, but you know, maybe invest in a couple. Just since this is like, you know, a main source of enjoyment and income, maybe have a couple. It's probably a wire though. That seems more like a wire. But we'll see. 54,000 for Pixel Andy, 74,000 for Cobra. They sell RCA cables for like $2. You can take Dave Ramsey too far, guys. That's all I'm saying. 82,000 for Pixel Andy, 104 for Cobra. All right, the S spin, very nice. Pixel Andy. Swing by Radio Shack. Oh, I wish there was still Radio Shack. I worked for Radio Shack for, when was that? I don't know, like a year and a half in Madison, Wisconsin. $117 for Pixel Andy, 181 for Cobra. Cobra with the Vits, and he gets the bar. I was like an assistant manager or manager in training or whatever it was over at Radio Shack, like my mid-20s, like just after I left school and moved to Madison. And it was a disaster. My manager, well, first of all, they wouldn't staff us, right? So like the district wouldn't staff us. So like during the holidays, it was just me like pulling like 14-hour days, and I had to stock everything and run everything. It was nuts. I got so mad that I just like I really tried to stick it out for a couple of weeks, but it was just, I was dying. So one day I locked the door. I went to the nearest other Radio Shack in the district and I gave the lady my keys and I said, yep, good luck. Good luck. Good luck, Sharon. 236 for Pixel Andy, 343 for Cobra. And yeah, it's because what had happened, why it was just me, is because my manager was busted for stealing like thousands of dollars from the till. So, and he was going to strip clubs with it. So he got busted for doing that and fired. And they didn't replace him or give me anybody else. So they said, oh, well, you've got to run the whole thing and you get one part-timer. And I was like, oh, well, I kind of wish I hadn't turned my boss in then. I found out about the strip club thing. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, you stole money and went to the strip club, so you're fired. It was he stole the money, and then I found out that he'd been using it to go to strip clubs. Yeah, the only two times I've ever been to a strip club in my life was when my manager took me, and I just went because he was my manager. Anyway, everybody's 18 plus in here, right? Okay, good. 385 for Pixel Andy, 506. Wait, it's after 8 o'clock, right? All the kids should be in bed. Oh, wait, Cobra is not 18? But I meant take me to the ice cream store. He spent all his money at the ice cream store. Oh, whoops. It was the ice cream store, guys. He spent all the money on ice cream. 524 entry for Pixel Andy. Cobra gonna Tetris. He's in at 627. So big transition here for Cobra. But yeah, I don't recommend going to, quote, the ice cream store. It's kind of a degrading experience, to be honest. Not recommended. 659 from Cobra. And Cobra in trouble. He needs a bar now, and he blocks just as it comes. Degrading for who? For everybody involved. Honestly, for for the employees, customers, everybody. So pace curse for Cobra. Chase down for Pixel Andy needs to get to 664. 664 is the target. Maybe I should hide this one on YouTube. Nah, nobody watches the Das Master, so it's fine. All right, so Pixel Andy is good. That's going to be a quick 3-0. Pixel Andy, GG's to you. This was like over 20 years ago. This was about 22 years ago. I have not been, and I would not go to that place again. It was actually really it was yucky, honestly. I'm not lying. It's a yucky place. 779 for Pixel Andy, but I'm here to pass on my wisdom. Okay. Blake said there was an ice cream store he saw every day on my way to elementary school. Anyway, GG's Cobra, you played great. I'm very interested in your continuing DAS journey, so hopefully you'll sign up for these again. I mean, coming in 16 seed is not easy, so you did great, and we hope to see you again. Oh, nice T-spin there for Andy. We'll watch him max it out. We'll go ahead and report this. But yeah, definitely here for Cobra's DAS journey. Want to see it. No, I almost put Cobra 3-0. Andy 3-0. All right, so definitely maxable. Tetris is here worth 33.6. And Andy just needs one more Tetris. Where's he gonna get it? He's gonna have to build from scratch, basically. He's building from scratch. Give him a J. All right, to the long bar. Oh, he's gonna find it. He already gets it in. There it is. Look at that. Nice. Pixel Andy with the max. Everything can be amusing in moderation. I disagree. I mean, listen, you gotta make up your own mind, but take it from somebody. Take whatever it's worth. Not worth it. Anyway, Pixel Andy, you did great. Congratulations. You're going into the top 18. I mean, what? 18? Top 8. That's what it is. I was thinking everyone's 18. You're going to the top 8, bro. You're going to take on Scudo Bazoo. So, congratulations to you. It's going to be Andy and Scotto to see who goes to the semifinals. So, all of you people out there, you know, who would like want to see something else happen, you better, you know, put all your mental whatever behind Scotto Bazoo. But Pixel Andy did great, and Cobra did great, and everybody did great today. Good matches all around. 6 great matches of NES Tetris. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and yeah, that is. What else do we have? All right, so tomorrow, yeah, join me tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is what happens when it gets late. I'm on like hour number 6 or whatever. This is what happens. I just get a little. My filter goes. Okay. So tomorrow, let's look at the calendar. Stupid Masters finale. It's gonna be P-Check versus Ryan Hamburger. The winner goes to the finals to face Zoltan, and then there will be a third place match, and Poet is already in the third place match. So whoever loses that semifinal will play a match against Poet. So that's Stupid Masters finale tomorrow. Also got Das Masters, Eliash versus Meme. That's purple bracket down bottom left. That should be amazing. That's gonna be a really good match. And that's what we got for tomorrow. Who knows what else will be added between now and then. So, Poet, what year is this? I know. Well, he's not playing, real Tetris. It's no rotation. So, all right. I want to thank everybody who hung out. Followers, Don, or you probably all gonna unfollow. Don, Blue, Rob, Sentient, Refrigerator, PC Wiz, Wrath, Twitch Bits, K9 Watching Tetris, and raids from Dr. Mario. So thank you for your support. Patron, Scott Rage in the window, K9 Tech, Middlesburger, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim M, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason, Sunny, and New Orange People, Nate and Mr. Brain. Thanks to everybody else on the slide. Thanks for your support. And prize pool still at $204.99. Was that where we started today? Somewhere around there, wasn't it? Let me just make 100% sure, so I can make sure you're thanked. Admin of, that's me. Das Masters. Yeah, all right. So we started at $204.99. So no, thank you. How about that? All right. Well, if you do want to support the prize pool, use that Matcherino command right now, or go to the description in the YouTube VOD. And anyway, please excuse my discussion of the ice cream store. Anyway, all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. YouTube, have a great day. Jungle Cook, Josh, Mr. Brain, Black Ops, Salty, D. Bradley. All the stars are here. All right, Twitch. Let's find you a place to go. Where should you go? Who's playing Tetris right now? Moodus, you playing? Blue Scooty is playing. Let's raid. Well, I don't know. Kingsman gave us put $33 into the prize pool. So I think I have to raid. It's pay to play, man. Classic Tetris League. Well, they've been going for 2 hours, 46 minutes. All right. Blue Scooty has been going for 40 minutes. You guys all know that both these people exist. Odin Logi's going. All right. Who should we go? CTL or Scooty? Whatever I see more of in the chat. Blue Scooty, CTL. BS or CTL. All right, ready? CTL. Moodus, of course. CTL. People want to rate CTL. Yeah, Kingsman gave $33 to the prize pool. Is it still going? I just want to make sure it's still going. Like, is this still a thing? I think it's still going. It's about to start. Smiley is okay. We'll go ahead and rate them then. All right. Kingsman was very generous in the prize pool, so we'll give him one. One. That's it. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Good day of Tetris all around. Take care and blah blah blah.